Talk a little
Mm.
bit about the online training and your book as well.
Yeah, so the online training is through, you can go to tisoinstitute.com.
Okay.
So we have an online training that we can get human resources credits, SHRM credits. And it's really about sort of like, what we call the big bias breakup, right? So
Mhm.
what does it look like really because there have been a lot of texts and a lot of videos and, a lot of lectures about bias, so we know what it is, but then what does it look like to reflect and separate ourselves from our bias and to be really very honest about it. So that online training is available. We also have on-demand trainings for teachers. Really looking we talk a lot in our trainings about culturally responsive education, right? So what does it look like for me to be a culturally responsive teacher in science or English language arts or in an elective? So we have those on demand trainings as well, and we
Mhm.
have found that to be really it supports accessibility. So teachers are able to find through the teacher portion, they're able to find not only instruction but also materials that will help them implement culture responsive pedagogy. There are materials available also for the breaking up with bias course that individuals can take advantage of, and we encourage you to do so. Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. And
Yeah.
and Dr. Breland, if you talk a little bit about the book.
Absolutely. Well, I'll just grab it. So Eric and I are really excited because we published our first, well, actually we did an ebook. An ebook was actually for corporations and companies looking at bias and belonging in the workplace. So that is an ebook, so I don't have like a physical copy. But this was really like the second major publish piece that we did for classroom teachers, and specifically for classroom teachers who have diverse learners in their classroom, and they are looking to create an environment that is engaging and rigorous and inclusive, and one in which the students feel like they are seen and valued, and the teachers are nurturing the greatness inside of those students. We believe that all children are born with gifts and talents and abilities, and
Mhm.
not every child is always seen. Yet, with this book, we really lay out a dual pathway for how teachers can really reach their diverse learners and create nurturing environments for them and nurture the greatness that's inside. And that first pathway is really the work that the teacher has to do within themselves. And we walk them through that process. We tell stories, we've got a lot of anecdotes, and then we delve into some practical strategies that teachers can use in the classroom that are really highly engaging, and for all different subject areas. So a lot of times, history teachers, they can do a lot, when it comes to
Yeah.
flexibility in their instruction, but we don't always see that in math or in science.
Mhm.
In English language
Yeah.
arts, same thing. There are books that can be read that lend themselves to helping teachers to be able to see and nurture that greatness in their students. But we've got dozens of strategies that teachers can use. We address topics such as bias and belonging and culturally responsive practices. We look at relationship building and discipline and even grading. All of
Okay.
that in this one resource, and is set up so that if a school district wants to use it for like professional learning communities, there
Mhm.
are discussion questions at the end of each chapter as well.